Let's do that. The cable's quite short. It's just a bunch of cables all trying to connect to one another. I'm gonna open a new session. So it's not come up on my phone. It's saying turn on monitoring. That's basically the sign to know that it's all connected, that it's connected to the audio interface now. So first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the iPhone's microphone to record these drums. I'm expecting it to be mono. I know because it will be mono, there'll be a lot of bleed as well when I'm playing from a snare to the kick to the cymbals to the hi-hats, that it will just sound bleh. But it'll be interesting. I recently watched a YouTube tutorial by Audio Haze, and they used one microphone to record individual parts of the drums. So they would take one take with just the kick alone, one take with the snare alone, one take with the toms, etc. So I was thinking of doing that, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate in this video today to see how it goes and then how it will sound. I want to really use the iPhone's microphone, albeit it's not always the best. I have to think of using external devices such as the audio interface with an actual microphone itself. But I want to try and see what are the benefits of actually using the iPhone's microphone. That's what I'm going to start doing today. I'm going to use this iPhone tripod to then position the iPhone where I want it to get to, and then I can easily rotate, say, I want it near the snare, I want it near the kick, for example, or near the toms, near the cymbals, while I'm recording. So that's what I'm going to do. And I need to log back on to my phone. I think that's what's really hard using the iPhone, because you get easily distracted. You want to record drums, for example, but then you end up getting a text from your friend saying, when are we gonna go out and watch the England game, and then you have to reply. I guess it's a very distracting process to be using the iPhone. It can feel sometimes even more time consuming, because you have to figure out how can I connect this to that and that. But once you are in the process of doing it, it becomes so fluid and it becomes second sense to then just stop the recording, edit it quickly with your fingers, delete or redo a retake. It becomes very simple once you're in. So yeah, I think that's one thing I definitely do know while using the iPhone, is that. As you can see, I've got the microphone settings up now on the iPhone. The first thing I need to do before I record is always go to where it has the little plus sign in the corner, tap that, and then you want to increase the time, because it will only do 8 bars, so you want to increase that so then it doesn't start re-recording after 8 bars. I've noticed that when I was using GarageBand before and now again. And it was a devastating reminder when you're recording a piano take, like, oh no, I forgot. But now I'm gonna click on the timer. I'm gonna put on my AirPods to hear the clicker. I think that's another really good thing, is that things like my AirPods I can use as my headphones to record, and it's all Bluetooth. There's not a lot of latency, which is great for recording, great for mixing and mastering, etc. So I'm going to turn down the delay. I'm going to make sure my Bluetooth is actually connected. So it's connected onto my AirPods. Now it's going to say using Bluetooth. Okay, it's for my AirPods. And I can just reduce the compression, all the settings, and now I'm ready to go. Another really sick thing that I love when using the iPhone is that for tempo, when I'm thinking, oh, what tempo do I think the song should be, I can just tap the tempo I'm feeling there, and it changes to the tempo, and that is so intelligent. I think it's a game changer, man, especially when you're doing drums and trying to get a feel of it. It just comes so naturally. And I envision that's how artists such as Kanye, Jay Dilla would feel when using an MPC, that they can set it to the tempo that they want. They can insert CD samples, record samples onto the MPC. For me, I import audio files on some of my favorite songs and memes and whatever videos. Take the audio of that and insert it onto here, onto Logic Sampler, and I can just press away on my phone. It just feels so natural to do. That's definitely a similarity in those recording processes. Yeah, let me record with the drums now. External drums, acoustic drums. So let's see how that goes today. Alright, we did another one, guys. Okay, we're gonna like 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that would be quite sick. Yeah, I want to do the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I probably want it in center with me. Right? Let's record. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanted to record both. I want to record both just to see like which one would be better using this microphone. Like which end would be. So I want to record from the front here, where I actually do hit it, and I'm gonna record the other side. Up you go, down you go. This is a long job away. I hope you're seeing that. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the iPhone down like this. It's gonna sound crazy. Oh yeah, it sounds way better from here, obviously. Feel the bass of it more. Whereas the other end sounded way more trebly. There's no expander filter on GarageBand because I think, how am I gonna control the dynamics of this, because it sounds crazy. You would never believe what I just did. I made the same mistake that I always do. I always forget, like I said, to click on the plus mark and do a beat that's longer than 8 bars. Damn. That's a number one tip I say to anyone who is going to use GarageBand iOS. I think it will be a lifesaver. Trust me. The way I should have been doing it all along, but I didn't. So if you're doing a DI input like I am right now, they offer a lot of combinations you could do for your stack. So there's a lot you can do here. GarageBand has a lot of built-in plugins like stacks for guitars. For if you're doing like a DI input, or if I'm guessing you do like a microphone, they have a lot to offer. Everything just sounds very different, but you hear the buzz. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds better. So you need to be quite wary of that. I guess if you're using iOS, it might be very sensitive. Almost acting like a noise gate, depending how much volume you have in your guitar already. Interesting, so it depends on which DI stack you do. So I've come to a new combo. I'm blowing this up on the volume and I change the tone, so it sounds a lot more brighter. For the DI, obviously it goes through the interface, it's connected to the iPhone. as shown here. And because I'm doing that, like really exploding it, it sounds a lot more fuzzier. It sounds a lot more, well, the sound I was going for. I'm gonna record it here. Oh, see my phone switches off whenever I start demonstrating what I'm doing. I have to look back on again. Alright. It just sounds excellent. Alright, so this is what I think. What was I doing? Just like here. So I'm gonna record a riff that I've been working on into GarageBand. I wanna record it with the Marshall amp. So let's set that up right now. Go into GarageBand and the audio. It's gonna be Bluetooth because I'm using my AirPods so I can track what's going on here. I might just move it a bit. Alright. Damn. So well. I'm now gonna record it all the way from out here. I know that I'm in the middle, so I'm thinking, will some of the energy from the guitar and the sound hits me? I'm obviously a sound absorber of my body. Will this help make it less harsher? We'll see on the next episode of what we're trying to record with GarageBand iOS. Making sure it's aligned. Oh, that sounds so much better. When I recorded it here, it sounds so much better. Another day to slay. Anyway, today I'm going to be using GarageBand, and I am going to go into GarageBand right now. Today I'm going to use GarageBand to record with the synths. So that's side A, side B, and I'm also going to be playing a bit of guitar as well. And I'm going to show you my setup for connecting my GarageBand with the synths in here. Okay, so this is my setup for today. There's my iPhone. Here's the interface over here. I used a USB-C to USB-A so I can connect to the transformer. So through the transformer, and then have the cables, and then it comes to here, to the USB-C, A again, and then to my iPhone. I'm gonna increase the monitor level. can use my mouth. So one feature on iOS is that you can actually use your camera. So with the camera, it will be sensing with this application here, the one with the smiley face there, that one. It will be sensing your mouth movements, and it will be doing like a LFO kind of gate opening with that. Using the synths in the synth lab. So I'm gonna go back to audio. I'm gonna change it actually. I want it to be clean. So I might just go to drums maybe. Actually I'll just do classic keys. So the classic keys there, and now I'm gonna make sure it's connected. I've connected the Juno. I'm gonna be using the Juno, and it's been explained to me it's connected up to the wall B. So over there where it says B is input 1 and 2 for B. That's side B. This is side A. That's side B. So I've already put that in, and it should work. God, I hope it works. So now, monitoring is on. Let's go. On, turn on, cancel. So through the interface is coming through channel 1 and 2. There's the inputs. It's already connected. They're both line inputs. Right, so now that I've got my iPhone up and connected to the interface, I'm gonna actually test if it can connect to the Simpson here to make sure everything's working. The signal needs to be coming through the input and the output. It will be green, just to show, yeah, we get some signal here. It's all working good. It's all fine. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna go and play over there, and it should work the same. Yes, come on. Okay, so before it was only set to channel 1. If I want to change it and I want to play stereo, so if I have 2 microphones, or if I'm doing this with the synths for left and right, I want to click on the one for the input and then change it to stereo, and done. It's now saying 1 and 2, just as it would in Logic. I want to actually record, so make it more than 8. Then also let me tap it in. Okay, so that. Now, record. Let's go! Now that I know it works, I'm gonna actually record it down and record acoustic guitar. One thing I would say is annoying with recording with an iPhone is the click. I can't change the tone of the click. When I'm on Logic, I can change the tone of the click to maybe sound more higher, so when I'm far away, I can hear it better. But you can't change the click metronome, other than you can have a woodlock, for example this. Which is better. I think it's the best one. you can't change the actual tonality of it, which is annoying. But it's something, I guess. You can do a fade out on here. You can change the counting on the settings. You can change the tempo, of course, time signature, key signature, the time ruler as well. It's quite advanced, yeah. But anyway, yeah, the metronome. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, you gotta make do. It amazes me though, this has no latency at all. That's the new recording there. Shame, you can't really record a screen for screen, but I'll do a screen recording anyway. It works a dream. It works a dream. So now I know that one works. I want to try playing around with some of the other ones as well. So now I know the Juno one. I like that more. I want to try something like that. I want to record with that. See, every time I'm using my iPhone, it always does that. It just stops because it's my phone. At the end of the day, it's my phone, and I need to go into my actual phone settings to change the fact that I don't want the screen to fall asleep. I need to stay on consistently. So that's why you leave your phone to be a phone, but not today. Let's see. Oh, we got it. From Apple Loops. I just typed in a loop that I wanted. And it gave me this one. I don't think I'm gonna mix with an iPhone because I think that's gonna be too hard. It doesn't have the capabilities because recording with an iPhone mic, I've now learned the hard way, it doesn't always sound the best. In that it's very plosive. It just accepts everything. Whereas typical mics, if you're looking here at the studio guide, I'm working at a studio, we tend to get a specific mic that can capture a certain frequency range or emphasizes a certain frequency range for a vocalist, or whether it be something percussive like the drums, or even when you are playing guitar. Every mic has its own tonality and gives you something different. Whereas when you're using the iPhone mic, it's not for that purpose, it's for the purpose of accepting phone calls. That's what you use a mic for. Or when you're recording videos on your phone, you want to be capturing every single sound. So every single sound, every single frequency range, everything is taken in by the iPhone microphone. And then to try and clean up the sound, clean up the audio, it's very difficult on the iPhone because it's not meant for that. A GarageBand is simply for fun, really. And it comes back to the names that Apple gave them for like GarageBand. You think of a band in a garage making some amateur music, amateur takes and whatnot. Whereas Logic, implied by the name, you're using your Logic, you're using a certain set of expertise in its plugins and its capabilities that GarageBand doesn't offer. There's a reason why there's a price tag for Logic, and GarageBand on iOS and macOS is free. So yeah, I've been learning that the hard way, especially when I'm recording piano with an iPhone microphone. I've recorded guitar, I've recorded drums with the iPhone microphone. and it's tricky. It's tricky because everything just leaks, and then there's a lot of background noise. It just records the atmosphere of the room, and on some tracks it really works. Or when I'm out with my friends and I'm capturing like my surroundings, it's perfect, because typical studio microphones, to get them out in your field recording, very expensive, very scary to do, because you're worried, am I gonna break this like 500 pounds microphone? But when I am using my iPhone, I'm thinking, yeah, it's just my phone, innit? I'm just recording, or even I'm just holding it in my hand and I'm talking to my friends, or I'm on the train, or I'm on the bus, or I'm walking through a building, or doing whatever I'm doing and just capturing whatever's around me. It's great for that, for the recording process. The technical aspect of it is not the best. So I'm really trying to find the balance between using this iPhone microphone and when it does work, because I have been using it a lot actually to record guitar and to record piano. But then when I am doing that, it's because I know the treatment of my room. I know the acoustic qualities of my living room. I know the acoustic qualities of my bedroom. So I know which are the best areas to record and capture the best sound using the iPhone, because I've been there. It's just something that's innate in me. I just know now that I want it to position like this. But when it comes to, for example, the drums, or if I'm recording in an environment that I'm not really particularly familiar with or have adapted so quickly to, it takes me longer to think, how can I apply the iPhone mic in the best way? Yeah, there's also disparity on the model of iPhone that you have, or the model of phone you have, because Apple, of course. Don't want to bash this bad boy. I don't want to bash this iPhone. I also changed the input again. I'm going to be using it should work a treat. So I know I was using the Artura. So this name. And this was the Artura Mini Brute. It's recorded with iPhone mic. Ladies and gentlemen, recording with the iPhone mic. Just disconnected that for now. Kind of done with it. I'm gonna get my AirPods, and I'm gonna be using. And my AirPods are obviously just my headphones. So if I'm trying to record right now, instead connected to AirPods using Bluetooth, I'm gonna say okay. Let's get it perfect. I'm gonna move into the sweet spot exactly. This bit of the bridge. So the microphone is here. It's gonna be facing here. The system again. Get the wire, plug it back in, and once I plug it back in, sit back. Actually, doesn't sound bad, you know. It actually sounds pretty decent. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, I'm gonna take it off quick. I'm gonna go back to my AirPods and just try and record a little guitar singy song. If I can. Oh, is this the highest it can go? Maybe I'm stupid. Sounds alright. For something I just made like right now, it sounds pretty decent. And it should say monitoring in a sec. Even though I still have my AirPods on, it's gonna sync to this first. And you're gonna turn it on and play back. And singing on the iPhone works. This is in 3.4. Yeah. Logic Pro on iPhone doesn't have drum loops for that. But I do have a 3.4 drum loop anyway that I made on my Mac. I'm going to import it from my files. Oh yeah, that's another beautiful thing about GarageBand. You can import files from your actual iCloud onto GarageBand. So if I want to sample something from my Notes app or from my MacBook that I have already done, I can bring over. When my friend airdrops me something, I can put it onto files here, and it's just great. It's a lot of fun, makes life a lot easier. Oh, right. That's another thing on here that I really love about Logic that GarageBand doesn't offer. It doesn't let me sync, what's it called on Logic? But you can change the downbeat tempo of an individual audio region. You can do that on Logic, and I do it all the time. I love doing it. I can just import it, change the tempo on that region, and it just fits in. You cannot do that on GarageBand. Oh, I want to hear in reverse though.